Hey guys, Two Dogs here, and I am in the process of getting ready for duck season in North Bama. And you can see here what I'm doing in my wood shop. I'm actually putting together my blind cover, my Redhead blind cover for the Ascend H12. And I'm taking this on the recommendation of Elliot. And I'm going to send a bunch of videos actually to him, and I'm going to put some links in the description below about his setup and how he does things. But he convinced me. He's a good salesman, and he's not sponsored by them, huh? But this is a pain in the rear. I'm just going to go over this right now. I don't want to. I'm not really good at this whole camera setup, so bear with me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through how to put this together. I'm not even done. You want to look at the directions and what they look like? Here they are. Bad pictures, bad text. So shame on Cabela's. I'm just saying. So here we are. We're gonna walk through every single step because there's a lot to it. And you think it's easy just to lay a cover on it. I was just gonna lay this on here and start dressing it up. Nope. I got a lot more to do. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, so step one, when you take it out of your wrapping, you lay it on its back or lay it sideways. I just flipped it over. So basically what you have here is that you have a metal frame. And this metal frame has to be put together, and then the straps have to be configured. The first step is actually to take these pins. And what's nice is that they already have the pins wrapped where they should be. So you're just taking these pins and you're putting this support bar. This is the support bar for your headrest and the whole seat itself, the lay down seat. So there's 4 pins that you need to stick through these bars. They are not connected, and put them through. That's step one. This frame to connect together with this connection bar, right? So this side of the frame, the front end and the back end, are held together in this manner. So you're basically going to take this bar and just slide it in, and it's got one of those little snap components to it. So you're just going to take that bar, push in the little nipple there, and you're going to slide it in. And you'll hear it, snap like you just heard there, and then you just repeat it down below. Boom, and it's in. So now you have one full unit to work with. For those of you familiar with the Ascend H12, there's a little insert in the frame itself so that you can glide better. So this touches the water, that touches the water. This eventually does, but this is hollow underneath, right? So it's easier for you to paddle because it's 75 pounds. So what they had to do on the frame is to add feet. So these little feet, next step, step 3, is you need to screw in these little feet to raise it above that insert so that this isn't sliding all around. And they've measured it quite well, nice and tight. So they've measured it to where it's only this far apart. And then on this side, there's actually a longer foot. So this is where you're actually laying against. And this foot, because there's more necessity here, it's deeper there, has a screw. So you'll screw that in by hand, and it has a groove to hold it. So there's 1, 2 on one end, 3, 4. Those are your 4 feet that this entire frame is going to rest on at the bottom of the boat. Next thing you're going to do is measure the exact middle of the rear support beam of your yak, and you're going to drill, I think it's 7/16 hole. Just get a drill bit that's big enough for this screw that comes with it. And what that's giving you is it's giving you a U clamp, because you've got some guys that need to clamp onto this to make this frame nice and tight. So we're going to drill that in. I've kind of hand tightened it. I'm not going to do it all the way yet, but that's the next step, step 4, that we need to do to secure this thing down. Okay, once that's done, now we have our frame. We can flip it over and lay it in the yak. What I do is I just kind of throw this stuff out of the way, because what we're going to do is we're going to work on the inside middle next with all of our straps. So it lays right in there, the feet go in there nicely, and now I'm ready to go. Some of the parts that come with this setup for Redhead are these 4 compression straps. So what they're gonna do is just keep things tight and taut around the blind itself, so to help it pop up, so to speak, so that all you have to do is open up the lid, pop up, and you're ready to go. Not to mention, it will help with your brushing, making it all point up in the right direction. Let's install those now. Each corner has a compression strap holder. So we're going to use the one that already is put in. So this one's already part of the unit. So the 4 extras, we're going to wrap it around here and here on the rear side. And then down here, we're gonna wrap it on the side, front side here, not this middle one. And then finally on this one on the end, we're gonna wrap them all around. The goal is for this to end up with the label facing out this way. I don't know why. So the way to do that is to wrap it around so I can come back through and loop it through the buckle and get it nice and tight. So the only way I can do that is the opposite of what the directions say. So I'm gonna string that through the security loop there. I'm gonna wrap it around and go right through the buckle again. Keep it tight. Now, I don't know why they did it this way, to be honest with you. 2 of these straps sharing one. But we're gonna do this 4 times. So there's that U-bolt. So with the H12, there's 2 of them, one there and one here. And we're going to actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna crisscross these. So this guy is gonna go across to the one on the other side. This one is gonna go across to here. So we're crisscrossing them instead of putting them to the close ones. Rear side, you drilled this guy in, and this is why. So that these 2, you just stripe down, can connect into it and make it nice and tight, okay? And that's what those are for. Are connected. Now if you'll notice, these are flimsy. Okay, the doors that open basically the ground blind, they're flimsy. So we need to stiffen them up a little bit. There is a wire in this one where your head goes. You can bend all around, but we need to firm this up. And to do that, the things we always love, these guys. That'll break in a year. There is a Velcro slit at the very top. And this is where that tube goes down. We're just going to shove it down there. Sorry about the camera. Shove it all the way down. As you can see, stiffens up. And that guy's staying in there because I'm not taking him out. We'll just put that in there and Velcro him up. The 4 most important compression straps are the ones that are built in. You need these to be as tight as you can make them. So this is the one I added. There's one connected to it. That is the outside frame of the blind. And those need to be extremely tight, okay? Because what they do is they lift up and keep this thing solid so that when you are doing, I'm actually doing it backwards, sorry guys. When you are doing this thing, this lid, and it folds up, it snaps. So get those nice and tight. You'll be doing some adjusting, making this higher, lower, more puff up here. So far so good. Does a good job covering, that's for sure. One of the things I can see already is I need to find a way, this is the rear, to tighten this down so that it puffs up a little bit. It's already sagging into the open area. My ducks will be out on the water, so a couple things we got to tweak. More to come. Thanks for watching, guys.